Hi, we have the AP Physics 1 past paper 2017. We are discussing section free response question. Now we have the question number 2 of the paper, which carry the 12 points. A student want to determine the coefficient of static friction between the long flat wood board and the small wood block. Okay. Describe the experiment for determining the coefficient of static friction between the wood board and the wood block. We have to devise an experiment. Assume equipment usually found in a school physics laboratory available. Okay. Draw the diagram of the experimental setup of the board and the block. In your diagram, include each quantity that would be measured to draw the state what equipment would be used to measure each quantity. Okay. Now, the question one is about the diagram. We have you seen there is a diagram of the board hinged at one end. It can be lifted from the inclined plane. It can be moved up and down from that. It can move from low angle to high angle. Block is placed on it. You can see a block is placed on it. Angle is measured with the protector or attached angle indicator. As we seen, there is an angle indicator. We can measure the any angle at which the board is inclined. Okay. So the what it should be we have to measure? We have to measure the angle theta. So theta is the main measurement in this experiment. B part of the question, describe the overall procedure to be used, including any step necessary to reduce the experimental uncertainty. Give enough details so that another student could replicate the experiment. Okay, 3 point for this. Let's start with the experiment procedure. We have to place the block on a horizontal wood board. Slowly lift one end of the board, increase the inclination angle theta. From you can see we have to lift it at upward direction. Continue tilting the board slowly until the exact moment the block just begin to slide. At that moment, we have to measure the angle. We have to record the angle through protector. So the moment the block just slide, that the we have the angle. We have to repeat this experiment 5 times. Remove and reposition the block between the trial to reduce the uncertainty and record each angle. So the main thing we have to reposition the block each time, and then again we have to find the angle when block just slide. Use the average to compute the coefficient. This is the procedure we have to adopt to measuring the angle theta. Okay. B part, drive the equation for the coefficient of static friction in term of quantities measured in procedure from part A. Okay. As the block is rest, just a point starting motion, net force on a block is zero, both parallel and perpendicular direction. As you can see, there are the two forces, normal force upward and mg cos theta is downward, and force of friction is upward, and the component of the force mg sin theta is downward. So for the forces perpendicular to the incline, these are the normal force and mg cos theta. Sum of forces should be equal to 0 for the equilibrium or to be rest. Then n is equal to mg cos of theta. At the point of impending motion, the maximum static force balance the parallel component. Parallel component, have you seen? Fs is equal to mg sine of theta. From here, we count Fs is equal to mg sine theta. Fs can be represented mu s n, static friction formula. Okay, well, now we can place the value of n from here to here. Then we have mu s is equal to mg cos of theta. Mg can be cancelled. Mu s is equal to sine theta over cos theta, that is equal to theta. So with the measured quantity theta is only enough to measure the mu s, coefficient of static friction. Theta is only required. That's the answer. Next, a physics class consists of 6 lab groups. Want the hypothesis that the coefficient of static friction between the board and the block equal to the coefficient of kinetic friction between the board and the block. So here we are seeing two different kind of friction. There is the coefficient of static friction and the coefficient of kinetic friction. So we have to see for the each group determine the coefficient of both static and kinetic between the board and the block. The group result shown, the class average indicated bottom. Okay, group 1 have the 0.5 and point stat kinetic and 0.54 static. Group 2 0.46 kinetic 0.52 static, 0.42 kinetic 0.56 static, 0.43 kinetic and 0.55 static, 0.74, 0.23, 0.74 kinetic, 0.23 static, 0.44 kinetic, 0.54 static. If you consider the group number 5, that's the only have the difference, because in this case the kinetic friction is much greater as compared to the static. In all previous cases we have seen the static friction is greater as compared to the kinetic friction. Only question arises here where the kinetic friction is much greater as compared to the static friction. Now, from based on these data, what conclusion should the student make about the hypothesis that the coefficient of static friction are equal or not equal? Just we have to provide the reasoning. That's for the 2 point. From here, we can conclude these are not equal. Although their average is same, but we have to discuss the static friction is the force needed to start the motion, while the kinetic friction force needed to maintain the motion. Majority of the group 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 measure the coefficient of static friction significantly greater as compared to coefficient of kinetic friction. But in group 5, the group 5 is outliner. The result is significantly measurement error. The class average equal only because the sphere outliner in a group 5. Group 5 if removed, the average static friction would be greater than the average kinetic, confirming the expected physical hypothesis. Both coefficients are not equal. In fact, static friction coefficient is much greater than the kinetic friction. Now, if the metal disc is glued on a top of the wood block, mass of the block system is twice the mass of the original block system. Does the coefficient of static friction between the bottom of the block and the border board increase, decrease, or remain same? Okay. Coefficient of static friction and between board and block will remain same. Why? We have provide the reason. Coefficient of static friction is the property between the two surfaces in contact, in this case wooden board and the wooden block, depending on their material and roughness, not the mass of object, as we have calculated in previous question. Mu s is equal to tan of theta. If we determine again adding the disk, we make the mass double. Therefore, the double the normal force and 2n is equal to 2 mg cos of theta. If there is a increase in left hand side, there is increase in right hand side. Okay. It also doubles the maximum static friction that on the surface. If mass is double, then static friction is double. As we know, the both maximum friction is F is directly proportional to M, N is directly proportional to M. We know that mu s is the ratio between Fs over N. If Fs is increasing twice, N is also increasing twice. So there is no change. A ratio remains constant. This type of surface in contact has not changed actually. So there is no change in the value. That's the answer. If you have any query, kindly ask in the comments. If you like the content, kindly subscribe, share with your friends. Okay, take care.